lichen-colored eyes. "Mimi," my sister said, "how can you say no to these baby blues?" Alice was a sucker for waif faces. Maybe that's how she wrangled 25 kindergartners Monday through Friday and still remained smiling by the afternoon. I frowned at the Persian cat. "Alice, you know I prefer dogs." She gave me her peppy teacher smile. "Maybe you just need to have the right kitty." I hesitated, imagining sharp claws and giant hairballs. "Please." She placed the box in my hands. "For me." How could I say no to my baby sis? "We'll see," I said. "You'll love him, I bet." Alice squeezed my shoulder. "Time for me to get back to class. The new principal's a real stickler about time." I waved to her as she left. As soon as I took the cat out of the box, he sauntered over to the plate glass window and stretched out in a sunny spot to nap. This kitty put the cat in catatonic. While he slept, I made a quick trip to the pet store to pick up supplies, including a carrier for the cat. When I returned, business remained stalled. Over the next hours, though, a few people dropped in from the beach to check out the store. I hoped some of them owned pets because their visits left me with a lot of mess. Surfboards knocked into displays, flip-flops left wet marks behind, and sand was wedged into every nook and cranny. Near closing time, I finished the cleanup. Then I looked over at the white cat, who had finally opened his eyes, and mulled over possible names. His coat was so poofy it made him shapeless, like a giant marshmallow. That wasn't too bad of a name. I cocked my head at Marshmallow, and he stared back at me with piercing sapphire eyes. We maintained eye contact for so long it felt like a staring contest. I would show him who was boss. Okay, I blinked first, but I had an excuse. The door swished open. A petite blonde barreled in. She wore pink on pink on pink. The woman had layered a lacy camisole under a moto jacket and paired them with a leather skirt, all in the hue of Pepto-Bismol. I wanted to snatch the sunglasses off her head to shield my eyes, but their lenses were also bubblegum bright. Thank goodness the dog she was holding wasn't dyed to match. Instead, it seemed to be a common tan chihuahua, albeit with a pink rhinestone collar. The owner held the little dog tight to her bosom. The blonde swiveled her head from left to right, surveying the shop's interior. I bit my lip. Had I done it up right? Think Oscars meets Fido. On the floor, I'd created a Hollywood bark of fame, complete with golden stars featuring Lassie and Toto. A large screen television took up one entire wall and played classic doggy movies on an endless loop. 2 cream pleather benches flanked a swirled marble table in the waiting area, and a searchlight shone down on the reception table. Maybe the decor was a bit over the top, but I'd wanted to attract ritzy clients from the nearby beach cities. What did I know about the rich, though? I'd been raised a few miles out in Lawndale, close enough in distance, but worlds apart from golden sands and beachfront mansions. I must have passed some sort of litmus test, because the blonde nodded at me. "Just the place to drop off my handsome sterling," she said. She pinched his cheek, but the dog didn't appear fazed. In fact, he snuggled deeper into her arms. "How did you find Hollywoof?" I asked, crossing my fingers. Had the online ads worked? "Pixie told me." "Oh." I relaxed my hand. Pixie had helped me with the funding, and now she'd given me my first customer. The blonde perched her sunglasses on top of her head and extended shiny, manicured tips toward me. "I'm Lauren Dalton. You've probably heard of my husband. He's a famous Hollywood producer." Was I supposed to kiss her hand? I hesitated and settled for a more professional handshake. Lauren continued, "Sorry about the getup." She gestured at her screaming pink clothes. "I came straight from the Help the Homeless fundraiser. I love all costumed charity galas. It was a movie theme this time, and I picked Legally Blonde." "No problem." I cared about how the animals, not their owners, looked.